Hello there, Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite, written Ralph, talking to you straight from our show here, Apple Bites. We take out a bite out of the apple and share it with you. And of course, we got our beautiful people hanging out with us right now. You got some Sam, you got some Dylan and Lane, you got some Mike, and a little bit of Paul. And of course, on this beautiful snowy day, I know we're all tired. I know I am, of going out there and shoveling that snow or dealing with the blizzard in general. Has it been as fun for you guys?
Nope.
I had fun. I had a great time. I couldn't take the smile off my face while I was shoveling out there for 3.5 hours. It sounds like I'm being facetious. Absolutely not. I need a day like this every once in a while, and I'm by mid this week I will be sick of it.
Maybe. Oh, definitely.
There's more snow coming. Don't worry, Wayne. You'll have it.
Thank you.
No worries. Yep. Yeah, it really depends on how you define fun, Raphael. I mean, it's different for everybody.
Well, usually I have my daughter out there to have fun with, but she didn't want to go out, so. I would be like, "Hey, a snowball!"
Dad, stop it.
And when like the forts, there's already snow forts out there just from how much snow came down and our shoveling. Like everything that's around our car that we had to shovel out is just perfect snow fort. It's already there. It's built in.
I actually was thinking about that while I was shoveling because I was around for the blizzard of '78, and that all it was. And I was a little kid back then, and then they pushed all the snow, and then we made little tunnels and.
Oh my gosh!
It was a blast. That's why I kind of miss, kids having this type of storms, but at the same time, I don't miss them because. Oh man! So Sam, we're gonna start with you, so you can tell all the beautiful people all about your cosmic wars, and let them know all the good stuff and why they should be following you and pledging to you and all the good stuff. Go for it.
Well, first of all, I'm Samuel. I'm an independent comic book creator and podcaster. I founded Catch the Craze podcast in 2005, one of the first independent podcasting stations in the game for indies by indies, giving back to the community that I love so much. And I'm known for There's an Alien in My Toilet and Forbidden. And now I'm releasing Cosmic Wars. It is the first comic book character I ever created. I created him when I was 12 years old. His name was Scrungy, and he looked a lot different than he does now. So he's been with me my entire life. So bringing him back to the fold was like connecting with an old friend, going out after school for bike rides and drinking our sippy drinks and chips and sitting underneath a tree and dreaming about the future. So basically, the premise behind Cosmic Wars, everything centers around the Arthenian star, and he is the guardian and protector of the kingdom of Crystalia. And so he holds himself in high regard. And there was this great battle where the king of Crystalia lost his life in the battle, and Gorf blames himself for not getting there in time to save him. So he went into self-inflicted exile, and not realizing because of he feels shameful that he put the entire universe at risk. Because he went into exile. And so now the princess Reina, by proxy, she has become the ruler of the kingdom of Crystalia, and there's never been a female ruler before. So she has resistance from allies and within her own kingdom. And the captain of the Royal Guard, Captain M3, doesn't believe that she needs Gorf and wants him to stay in exile because he feels like he's a failure and he feels like he's capable of protecting the kingdom. But the princess knows that they need help. And Lord Evil is plotting to overthrow the kingdom, and the evil pirate overlord Zarkinar is planning his own. He has his own plans to gain possession of the Arthenian star. So, what does the princess do? She risks everything to go out in search of Gorf, not knowing where to find him. But she travels to the farthest sector of the universe and the most dangerous places to find him and try to convince him to come back and help them protect the kingdom of Crystalia. that's the story in a nutshell. It's fun. It's exciting. It's, Gorf has beautiful hair. So it's an homage to Fabio and Conan.
Fabio.
Great in the wind. And so there's a lot of great characters in this story. It's fun if you love sci-fi adventure. And you can see a lot of my influences in this series. I grew up on Jim Henson. Fraggle Rock, so Groff has that Fraggle kind of feel to him, I wanted, when I thought about how do I make him also feel or come off looking the role of a guardian. So I was looking at Conan as far as that, and his hair. I thought all powerful warriors had beautiful hair, long locks. So I wanted that nice, big, powerful sword. And so it's just fun. It's a series. It's an ongoing series, and I'm excited to introduce it to the world. And we are about $190 away from unlocking the first stretch goal, which is a Zap sticker. And Zap is he wants to be like Gorf. He aspires to be like Gorf. Gorf is his hero, and he becomes his sidekick in the long game. And so it's just a lot of fun.
I gotta say, why did you wait so long to make this happen? Because I know you've been creating comics for a while now.
So in 2003, I released Cosmic Wars, and issue 0 and issue 1. In fact, issue 1 just sold on eBay for $100, and it's listed on Walmart.com for $104. That's crazy. So whoever got those editions from back in the days, they're capitalizing. So that was exciting. I saw that as I'm Googling Cosmic Wars and searching, to see if it's still out there. So what happened was I created Designated in my toilet, and that took over, and it took all of my time. And so Garf went on the shelf. And then I did Forbidden as well. And so as we're all getting older, and George every year would say, "When's Cosmic coming back? When's Cosmic coming back?" So I started digging through the crates, and I was like, and when I pulled it out, that nostalgia came back, right? And I remembered when I was 12 years old, sitting in my hideout underneath the house initially he was Grungy. He was my imaginary friend, and I first illustrated him on paper. At that time, he looked like Alf and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man mixed, right? So it was kind of goofy. He evolved over the years. In fact, this is a Polaroid of let me see if I can bring it back here. I gotta take. Oh wait, let me take off the background. Hold on. This is a Polaroid of.
There we go.
Of Gorf. Yes, we had Polaroids back then, guys. And, so that was a model that I did when I was a kid, and that was I found this when I was digging through the crates. It's like, oh my goodness gracious! And I also an exciting thing is that when I first released Gorf in 2003, it was full color gloss. And I have 5 issues of the full color gloss that will be available. In fact, I gotta take this thing off. This ain't working.
I'm not helping you. No,
I know, right? This isn't helping me at all. So this is my gym in the background. So nice. This is the original copy, first printing.
Oh wow!
Yes. So for every 2,000, for the first 2,000, this will be raffled off to the backers. So when we reach 2,000, nice. I'll be raffling this full color. And look, it's still in mint condition.
Wow.
And then every 1,000 after that, I'll be raffling another one signed of this original from back. This, you know how old this is? Look at this Big Apple Comic Con ad. From New York.
Wow.
There's Michael Bonero in that picture right there. On the bottom,
I got a real problem, Samuel. One, you're handling that with your bare hand. Should be in gloves. Come on, enough of this.
Enough of this. What are you doing to blast?
Like you're just decreasing the value like 20%.
Hey, you're messing up my flow.
Paul is like kidding there, but somebody out there is going, how
I know.
He touched it with his hands.
Yes. And it's
There's
amazing.
a fingerprint on it.
It's amazing how it stood the test of time all these years. It's just still in the same premium condition. And everybody who backs the campaign, the physical backers, will get this. You become an official Cosmic Guardian. Look how big this sticker is.
That's a nice sticker.
So you get this, Defenders of Freedom. You get this with the pledge, and everybody who pledges $25 or more will also get this Cosmic trading card. So there's a lot to offer. And for every 20 backers, we do a raffle where you get to win some cool prizes. So we are, I think, 8 backers away from the next raffle. So I'm giving it all away like Crazy Eddie. I'm just like giving it all away. So, but the best part of it is it's a fantastic story. I'm in love with it. It's an extension of myself and that 12-year-old boy that was just looking up at the stars and dreaming.
See, these are the projects that, we love to see, because these are the ones that we were talking about when we were kids. The ones that were like, oh, one day I'll make this into a comic.
Yes, absolutely.
Because a lot of people out there go, no, but nobody ever makes their comic into a comic, right? No, people do it all the time. Just take a little longer.
Yeah, and I think one of the best things that happened to me when I was a kid is that an adult told me you'll never be a true artist because all you do is copy. And I was like, all right, sucker, I'm gonna prove you wrong. And I started focusing on like projecting my thoughts to paper. And that was the beginning of me creating characters.
That's so funny. We know that copy moment is part of the process.
Yeah.
That's how most artists start anyway.
Yeah.
You may be copying through paper, but sometimes what happens is you're still copying if you're looking at something and you're putting it on paper.
Yes.
So I'm like, hey, let them copy. So sooner or later they'll move away from that and they'll start doing their own thing.
Yeah. 2 great things happened to me. It was that was one moment, and the other one was when I was one of my first submissions was to Top Cow. Ooh. And they sent me back was Michael Turner's portfolio, photocopies of his portfolio, with no words, no letter, just basically I got the message. If it doesn't look like this, don't waste our time. And so that's when I realized I'll never be a Michael Turner, so I need to find my own lane and my own style. And so those are the 2, instead of me just swallowing in my self-pity, I said, okay, what's the lesson am I supposed to take from this? And I was too busy trying to be like someone else. And I said, let me find my own voice. And style, my style is my style, and it just evolved over the years.
Well, where is Top Cow now, Sam?
Damn,
I love you.
He who last laughs, last best. So there you go, Sam. You're good, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I'd hug you if you were standing right here.
I gotta say, I love this. It looks, it reminds me of 80s and 90s cartoons.
Yes.
And I know that's where you're coming from, because I keep going. Okay, this guy's around my age.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I mean, and that's it. I mean, that's where I feel, and I may be biased, but I feel like the best stories came from those generations, and there was depth. There was heart, and a lot of inspiration came from that, and that's what inspired me. And you can see a lot of the influences in my art style.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
you can definitely see it. That's what I was saying. Like, it looks. I can see this as a '90s animated cartoon. Yes. And I wanted that feel. I wanted that retro feel to the book. And there's a time lapse right there of me drawing Gorf fighting Zarkinar. I just wanted that to capture those moments, because I felt like it reminds me of when I used to just, my friends and I would go to the arcade and we'd play Defenders and Space Invaders, and eventually evolved into Shinobi and all that, and Street Fighter. But those moments at those times with the best movies and the best cartoons and the best stories. I mean, the Never-Ending Story, The Dark Crystal, all those things are just like classics. So I gotta say, like, now that you brought that era up, what do you guys think about the apology tour that Transformers is doing to apologize to all of us for what happened in that Transformers movie where they killed off Optimus Prime? Because they're doing an apology tour and apologizing to us for what they did.
What's the problem? I don't understand this crap. Everyone takes comics way too seriously in the movies.
I think it's a brilliant. It's a brilliant advertisement. It's a brilliant thing they're doing because you know nobody's been asking for an apology. we didn't like it. It was sad, but hey, we moved on.
He died in the old movie, right?
How many times
in the original cartoon?
Like
that's what they're apologizing for.
Come on,
right now.
Enough.
Yeah, right now.
He's outside.
Started this whole campaign where the movie's back in theaters because it's I think it's the 40th anniversary.
Oh wow! Yeah,
I think it's the 40th anniversary. So they started this whole campaign of the apology, and they're going from theater to theater, showing off the movie and apologizing to the fans. I think it's a brilliant campaign.
Well, that saved G.I. Joe the movie because that's why they didn't kill off Duke. You know, it was because of the backlash that they got from that movie from the fans of like, how dare you kill off our hero? And so Duke was just in a coma because he originally was supposed to die, and they said nope, we can't make that mistake, and they adjusted.
Well, it's a good thing because they can't bring, with a human, it's harder to bring him back. And with
Yeah.
it was like a couple of episodes into the new season, and like we got to bring this guy back before they kill him.
Yeah.
I just had to bring it up because I was like, I've been seeing it pop up on my feed, and I'm like, this is funny.
I can't stand this. This is just like
I find it cute. I find it hilarious.
It's like a freaking comic book. Just bring them back.
Dude, and I saw like they have a Matrix that they've been showing off, and I'm like, can I buy it?
Wow.
And it glows and it's huge, and I'm like, ooh.
That sounds awesome.
That's why people go, oh, the Transformer movie, and I go, oh, the animated movie, and they go, no. I'm like, there's no other Transformer movie.
They were thinking. What was the other? What was the spinoff to?
The last one was Chris Hemsworth, and
there are no other
Johansson.
Transformer movies.
Yeah. No, yeah. What am I talking about?
I was like, I have never. Oh, that one was pretty good, but that was animated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yes, folks, we're geeks. What do you want? So I put the link into the comment section to make it easier for you guys to go and support our friend here, because this is a love letter to all that stuff that we're talking about right now, and it looks great, and I really think you guys should go and help him out and pledge and make things happen.
Yeah. I promise I'm putting in all my tricks, and it's my best work yet. So I promise you'll enjoy it.
I do love the look of this. It feels like it should be a cartoon.
Thank you. Yeah, he's a stud. I mean, Gorf's a stud, and it's fun to draw. I didn't realize how much
I can feel the fun in it.
Thank you.
I just realized that I think all three of you guys are doing sci-fi, right? Am I right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So Mike, now is your chance to explain to the people what you're doing and to show it off. Do me a favor, put whatever link you need me to show off right now into the private chat, or if you're on your computer, there's a little plus button with a screen, and you can share it straight from there.
Okay. I have to pull it off of my phone. I don't know. I could. Well, I don't know. Can you guys bear with me for a second?
Well, don't worry. Keep talking. I'll put up your Instagram.
Oh, okay. So, it's too much trouble. My comic is called Simon in Space. It's kind of barely sci-fi because it's sort of like started as sort of a improvisational experimental project. Like the first chapter I did back in 2023 was just a black and white silent comic, and it started with 4 panels. I just wanted to get a page out. Like I had no real concept or anything. I just slapped together 4 panels, and it was really fun. And it was more of like a, just keeping the skills sharp kind of thing. And then from that, I expanded and got like an 8-page short story out of it. And when I came back this year to do a chapter 2, it was a matter of just sort of, you know, the thing I was drawing in the morning when I got up in the morning and had my cup of coffee and everything. I'd sit down and dash out a page, and sometimes it would be like a 1-page little comic strip, and one, you know, sometimes it would be like a, you know, part of a longer story. And I had a vague idea of where the story was going and kind of the theme I was getting at, but I sort of let the characters and the kind of drawing I wanted to do guide where I went with it. So the style kind of changes as I'm going. And I also kind of went back to my like art school, art student kind of roots and wanted to do something a little different with this. So I stayed, you know, very, for the most part, very, very like hands off digitally. Like I would just take a picture, essentially take a picture of the page on my phone and then use that as the final image, so that it, you know, the effect is like almost like an art book or like one of those like artisan editions or something where you're looking at like original art, but if you put the original art in order, it tells a story. And then in between each chapter are these little interludes of the 1-page comics I did that give you a sort of window into the character and just like what are his thoughts on certain things, or like what is he up to, or, you know, just building him up a little bit so that you know, find out more about him and kind of like him a little more as the main story progresses, because so much of the main story is just also me, you know, working stuff out artistically and kind of drawing the stuff I want to draw. So it's very, you know, improvisational, experimental, but for whatever reason, this is what's getting like the best response out of people that I show it to. Like, you know, the pros that I share it with, like I get such a better response from this than anything else I've ever gotten. And then I don't know, I feel like people are connecting with the characters, people are connecting with like, you know, where it's kind of going, what the journey is and everything of the process of making it and everything. And I've been putting it in stores, and I just put all the chapters together into this. It's a 32-page kind of compilation of book 1, and so that's the first 4 chapters. It's 8-page chapters, 32 pages, all black and white. And then I am probably going to finish the 5th chapter this week. It's a tribute to Will Eisner, and it's Simon like going into the afterlife, I guess you'd say, or like more of like a, you know, astral plane type of thing. But it's like Will Eisner themed a little bit, you know. Right. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Then I had some preview pages, but they're on my phone, and I don't want to waste anyone's. Are the headphones necessary? I was worried about like an echo or like, you know, being.
Oh, you were fine before. I was surprised you put the headphones on.
Oh, okay. I didn't know, because I've seen people like on these shows before, like where they cause the echo or whatever, and then everyone's like, "Oh, is it me?" And I didn't.
Usually, you know right away, because like when you come on, you'll hear it right away.
Yeah, and then I was like muting and stuff. I was like, "Oh God, can they hear me?"
Don't worry about it. We all learn. We live and learn. It's live, folks. Live, which is why I love live, because live just happens live.
Profound.
I gotta say, like you really have. You have a lot of hustle, and one of the things I love on the show is hustle. And you know, I was first introduced to you because Paul had ran into you in Bronx Anime. Yeah, and Paul was like, "You got to check this guy out." So I went over. I was like, "Hey," and then I heard your spiel. I'm like, "All right, we got to put you on camera."
Thank you. That was cool. That was so fun. And then I got a copy of the video game too.
Oh, so you had a pretty good day.
Yeah.
That's true. You did get a copy of the video.
Yeah, I booked that con. So I moved back in August, and so I was working on a lot of this stuff and sort of building it up for the last few years without living in New York, because I had to live somewhere else for a little while. And I actually booked that con where I used to live for a little while, and then I didn't really know what to expect. That was my first con, and I barely really had anything kind of finished at that point. You know, I was like selling old stuff. It was weird. That was so funny.
I gotta say, your book is more of a zine. You think
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
easier to do it as a zine than it is to go the full way into comics?
I mean, like I have other stuff that's more,
Oh, we
you
know.
know, a
Yeah.
comic. You know what I mean? But I think what would happen.
That's why I'm
was,
asking you, because you got
what happened
both.
was this. I started hanging out with John Somoza and Drake Tinta, if you don't if
I know exactly who he is.
but for the folks at home. And you know, he's got the Supernova Gods series, and he introduced me to the kind of ashcan format and encouraged me to start trying that out. And I would try to go to the stores in town and show them my comic, and they didn't want the stuff that I thought was good. And the stuff that they the stuff that they thought was really cool was like the weird black and white Simon and Space stuff that I'm like hand lettering and everything just for fun, like, you know, just something for me to do to pass time. And they're like, that's your best stuff, more of that, bring more of that. So I started making, you know, these 8-page chapters so that I can make ash cans. Throw the ash cans out there as like promotional, like some like a little, you know, $2, you know, like a tchotchke, like a pog or something. And then, wow, that's a 90s ref. That's a throwback reference. or you know, like after a certain amount, like an arbitrary amount of chapters, then I would start selling the actual comic, and then it would have that sort of like DIY feel, because it just if like the kind of philosophy in these spaces is that anything that has a sort of you know, commercial bent to it, or is attempting a commercial bent, even though you're at the level of like a creator-owned DIY, you know, type thing, then it's not really trusted as much as something that looks like it's just 100% like this is, yeah, I made this like, you know, on my phone or whatever. I took a picture on my phone and now you're reading it as a comic type, like. So I just kind of stuck with that advice and kept going in that direction. And sure enough, that advice is paying off for what I'm doing. So yeah, I mean, it really is just like the people I've been lucky enough to connect with on the comic path since I've been, you know, coming back to New York with the stuff in tow that I was working on while I was away, you know.
Do you think it's easier to do it from here, from New York?
I mean, well, like, do what?
What you're doing?
I don't know, because like, well, I mean, it's definitely easier than where I was at to like go to cons or to put books in a store, because there wasn't, you know, where I was like a one-horse town in the middle of New Mexico. That's where I was. I was going to nursing school out there for the last few years, and so like there's nothing there, you know. So yeah, like I mean, here it's, you can go to New York Comic Con and get a pro badge and like just, you know, stand around Eric Larson's table all day and like talk to, you know, bug him, and you know, don't do that. I'm just saying. But
Eric.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have said that. That's kind of but,
you act like really people aren't doing that already.
No, yeah. Well, no, there was one year where like the following year he did a run on Spawn, and that October before that came out, he was working on the pages at his table at the NYCC, and he was letting me flip through the art, like,
nice,
you know, his Spawn pages. I was like, this is incredible. This is so cool. But because it was like a Jack Kirby take on like Spawn, like going to hell. It was really, that's, you know, awesome. But yeah, I mean, I don't, as far as like being here, I guess it's not like, it doesn't matter anymore. Oh, like people would say in the industry, it's like, it's because of the internet, it doesn't really matter. But for me, it matters to me because I'm inspired by being here. Like it's part of, it's like in my, you know, bones. Like I have to get out and walk around and like be around the, you know, the people and the restaurants and the, you know, people on the bicycles and the graffiti and the, you know, the shops and everything. Like I see all of it and I process it, and then I come home and I make comic books, you know. So, but that's like, you know, everyone has their place where that's true for them. You know, it's just for me, it's here.
Yeah, you're right. Like, I only asked that because I find that some people find it a little easier to be here in New York. And we do have a huge indie scene, but I've seen the indie scene in other cities and other states. So, I'm not picking one over the other, folks. Don't start with the, okay, Ralph, I see what you did there. All I'm saying, because that's exactly what happens all the time.
Right.
I'm getting the hell out of the tri-state area as quick as I can. Thanks a lot.
Oh my God. I gotta say, I do feel like I love the pink.
Oh, thanks.
The pink really makes it stand out.
Yeah, I for the cover, I didn't really I wanted it to be like very like an 80s punk rock,
Oh, it feels like it.
Like a single or something,
Yeah.
like very loud, but I couldn't really nail it, and then I just went with like, what if I just did one other color? Like it's black and white. What if I just added like one more thing?
Yep.
And like like solid magenta, or at least it started as like just solid magenta, and I think maybe there's now more yellow in it, but like that just happened to be just something I wasn't really using at the time. I don't know. I don't think I own this yet. I think this was a total isolated incident. This is not to like.
I gotta say, but that's when we do our best things is when we do it by mistake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's the moment, like you were saying, like you people will look at your other stuff and go, this is, and you're like, this is stuff that you guys should be checking out, and then they go, no, this other stuff we want to check that.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing, but luckily I had that stuff on deck because I was like, all right, let me go like run off some copies of this and bring it back, and it's been a weird sort of I before I went off to New Mexico to do my nursing school thing, like I was out here trying to figure out my path for a long time, and like I wasn't like really, anytime I met someone I thought I could collaborate with, it just sort of like fizzled out. Like it never materialized. Like I couldn't really count on them to meet any sort of deadline or milestone or anything, and it was kind of discouraging. Like I didn't know like how to get into any kind of scene, and really that mostly changed. Like actually it was like 100% night and day the summer that I bumped into John, and that really kind of kickstarted everything, because he was the one that was like, try going to Matt at Forbidden Planet.
Yep.
And then that was like, I mean, it all just spiraled from there. So
yeah, folks, we all know John. We've had him on the show. He's a great guy. If you want like information on how to do what everybody's doing, he's a great guy to ask.
Yeah.
And he's been doing this for a while.
Like a coach.
Yeah. Dude, when we had him on the show to do an interview, he brought his whole posse with him.
Yeah, no,
it was a great show.
Why am I hearing about this right now?
Yeah.
Guy. No, but there's a really cool picture of me and him and Todd McFarlane on my Instagram.
Oh, there is, yeah. I remember seeing it.
It was so funny because I was running inside and I was like, all right, John, I'm going to try to get one of the wristbands to go see Jim Lee. And I'm going to give Jim Lee a copy of our ash cans, and it'll be really cool. And then we were like, all right, break. And I run and I turn and I see Todd McFarlane just like walking with his briefcase like outside of Comic-Con. And I'm like, Todd, what's up? Let me get a selfie. And he's like, let's go. And then I looked over and John was there and I was like, John, get over here. And like, we just sort of like, whoosh, and then
that's a great picture, man.
Yeah, in and out, bam, like scatter. It was really cool.
I know he appreciated it, because some people like try to keep him up. This it's like he likes those one shots. Let's go.
Yeah, and that was the first year, because I hadn't been a NYCC since 2019, but I don't remember Todd needing like a lot of body men around or whatever, like to kind of but for whatever reason I just caught him like solo dolo outside of the NYCC, and like that was a cool moment, and he knew who I was because I always like lurk in his fucking panels. I'm sorry.
I know you. I keep an eye on you.
Yeah.
See, folks, and this is why it's there's two problems, or there's two things. It's important to talk to your heroes. It's important to talk to the people that you want information from. At the same time, you don't want to bother them, and at the same time, you need to make sure that you understand that maybe the interaction you're going to get is not the interaction that you think you're going to get or you want, and give all that, because I know some people will get discouraged if they meet their hero and all of a sudden the hero's an asshole.
Yeah. And like plenty of times at Comic Cons, the pros and stuff, like, if they could just be like over it,
Yeah.
And you have to kind of be empathetic about that.
Oh, exactly.
But I've never seen McFarlane ever show that ever. I've seen a lot of other people show that.
Yeah.
Just because, but whatever. But Todd is always there for his, like, that.
I have to say, like, we've had a couple of people on the show who have actually had great encounters with him and great pictures.
Yeah, he's super, like, the panel that I went to at NYCC in October, he, like, when the panel was over, he told the people, ReedPop people, he's like, well, you guys can set up the next one and I'm just going to stand down here and keep answering questions. So he, like, stood like 2-3 feet away from the person at the mic and he just kept the Q&A going. It was really, really cool. He's always doing stuff like that. Anyway,
and he's very supportive.
Go back to Todd McFarlane. He needs to.
Yeah, he's very supportive of the up and coming artists and the up and coming creators. He's quick to, like, give you the boost that you might need.
He's a really good motivational speaker type.
Yeah.
How there's, like, different people on the internet you could go to for, like, I don't know about going to the gym today, and then you put on whatever, Henry Rollins or something, I don't know, and then he gets you out the door, and then, like, McFarlane, it's like that for comics.
Well, I'm really jealous, Mike, because I've always wanted to achieve stalker status, but you've got it. I'm really jealous, pal. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Speaking of cons, Sam, you were this weekend at a con this weekend, right?
Yeah.
And I saw all the great pictures from all the people that we know. So I was like, let me bring this up. Go for it. Tell us what happened there.
It was at Texoma Comic Con. It was my third appearance there. The community is amazing in Texoma. It's there's nothing to do there but the casino, and it's in Durant, and it's by the Choctaw Casino.
Right.
So I think it was a smart move by the promoter Chris Hayes to bring a convention there, because they really do a good job at getting the community involved, because everyone from at the hotel to the CVS to the Starbucks, they all knew about the convention. That's how effective they were. So it was great. I hung out with William Russell. I've hung out with Lori Calcaterra, George Medina. In fact, George is stranded in Texas because of the blizzard on the East Coast.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, so he's stuck out here. His flight is not his next flight is not available to Wednesday, but then I think it's like a 9 a.m. flight, but he won't land till like 11:30. He has like 2 connections. So poor guy, stuck out here. But I'm looking at the weather for New York, and it looks like you're gonna get more snow on Wednesday and Thursday. So
yeah, we are.
So I don't know how that's gonna work for old poor Georgie, but it was fun. I mean, we went to Buc-ee's. We met Bucky himself.
Nice.
So that was dope. If you don't know what Buc-ee's is, you're missing out. And it was good times meeting with old fans. There was some things that I'll be announcing soon that came from that, from me being there, and some connections I made, and so I'll be announcing that in the near future. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. But yeah, it was fun.
I gotta say, I always love this comic of yours.
Does it in my toilet?
Yeah, the alien. Oh my god. It's just a great concept. It kind of reminds you of those fun comics of the 80s and 90s. The kind they don't do anymore.
Yeah. Duty is the flagship. Issue number 8 comes out in the summer. So
nice.
So I'm excited about that. And I have in Texas, I really have a strong following for Duty. There's Bucky.
Bucky.
Yes. I had to pull the Duty logo out. But it was fun. I think George and I were kids.
First time in a while, but you and Jorge in the same place at the same time, right?
Yeah, he comes out every year for Texoma, and he came out twice the year before. We went to Superhero Comic Con, which don't ever do that if you're an indie comic creator. So learn from my pain. Don't do it. So George has been coming out once a year. I'm looking on potentially doing something on the East Coast.
Great.
So
Be
we'll
nice to meet
see.
you in person, even though you are from over here.
I was born and raised in New York. I've only been in Texas for 4 years now. So, yeah, there's Laurie. We went to the Roadhouse. We didn't get to no bar fights, but it was fun. And there's Robert Bevan and William Russell. So yeah, it was good to hang out with everybody, and pretty fun. My next show is LitCon, and there's Aurelis. She's one of our biggest fans. She's amazing. Yeah, and then that's my booth. That's the next one is my setup.
Nice.
Which is very
wow.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
It takes a long time to set it up, but
I was going to say it has to.
Yeah,
that just showcases how long you've been doing this, because if you have that much stuff.
It's I have a lot of inventory, and it's I love setting it up. That's the best part of it, is just putting it all together, because it never looks the same. So I got to showcase Forbidden, which is my fantasy series, which is on the far left. So I had to make room for that. So I bought a smaller 2-foot table with me to create a waterfall display for that.
Which was the Kickstarter we just did recently. He was on the show talking about it. Fantastic book, especially the hardcover.
Oh yeah.
That's the one I was trying to get, but I was like, I don't got that kind of money.
It came out beautiful. The world maps came out beautiful. The gold foil trading card sets came out amazing. So yeah, it was fun putting that together. And now I'm working on print on demand national distribution. So I'm working on that right now. So
yeah, folks, go check him out. All beautiful stuff. And of course, his Kickstarter is in the comment section, so you can check out his stuff there in the Kickstarter.
Yes, absolutely. You can also get those as add-ons.
That's why I said it. Oh my God. Speaking of conventions, Dylan and Lane, you guys are getting ready. First of all, you were supposed to be at a convention this weekend, but that got delayed to March 14th. And that's already an interesting one, because that's in the St. George Theater, which is like
in Staten Island, New York. Yep.
Exactly. And it's one of those I'm missing words here. It's a classic historical theater. There you go. And I just like the fact that and I know you guys did it already. It's in the theater itself, right?
It's in the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then they show a movie at a certain point in the actual
theater.
In the theater. But it's like in the it's kind of cool.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
the lobby, is just gorgeous, like the art on the walls and everything. So yeah, every inch of it is so cool. It's really very unique spot to have a convention.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really glad that it got postponed, so that hopefully more people will be able to go, since it won't be during the storm.
and it's on a Saturday, which
yes,
should drive more people there, hopefully.
Yeah.
And we'll have you, if you guys are available, we'll have you come on that week and talk about it right before the show.
Yeah, awesome.
Spread the word like we're doing today. But first of all, before we get on to where you guys are going to be this weekend, because this is a busy weekend, folks, why don't you tell the people all the good stuff about you guys? Go for it.
All right.
Well, we so Lane and myself, we co-write a comic series called Starside. We just put out the volume 1 just in December.
Mm-hmm.
And
wait, here we go.
Oh
yeah, there you go.
I'm glad it got to you safe and sound.
Yes,
we did sign it.
We signed it for you.
I you guys are great.
There it is.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah.
So in this downtime now, we're kind of we pivoted to another project that we've been slowly working on, but now we are really are going to ramp up that production. It's a shorter, concise story. Starside's more ongoing. This new story, The Devil Himself, is a single one graphic novel, and we just we've been crafting it for years, and we finally feel like we're in the moment where it's like, let's just do this.
Yeah, now that we've reached a good pausing spot for Starside, And the themes of this new story just feel very relevant and important to us right now. And so we're just like, we're getting back into the fun of writing, since we don't have like a Kickstarter looming or that we need to be preparing for or fulfilling. It's really nice to just remember like what it is to create, and
without having to sell it immediately.
Yeah,
you know, when we do the issues for Starside, like once they were done, we then immediately went into, as Jordan would like art the next issue, we would then prep the Kickstarter and all that.
The 3-month process of doing
and
Kickstarter.
And you know, it started out kind of fun, but then it really kind of like, you know, got really grating. And I mean, we like doing it. Like there's a weird flow during like the packing process where like it starts off really tedious, but then like we get kind of slap happy doing it. You know,
it's put on some good music.
Yeah.
But I mean, and also like Kickstarters, we love for the community there and like the people who we communicate with, who back us, who like whose names we recognize now after all these years. Like that's so nice and so wonderful. But then like the actual work of posting about it and running it and all this stuff is like so draining and like not creative. So it's really fun to get back to what got us into this in the first place. But you know, we didn't mention like, so the Kickstarter for the volume is complete, but it is available on our website that you are on right now. So yeah, here's like the standard cover. I know it's dark in our room right now, but
hold on a second, I'll put you up.
Oh yeah.
Much easier.
Hardcover.
Oh yeah. So we have a limited, there you go.
Oh look, shiny.
It's got
printed only 100 of the hardcover, although they also sent us like the run over, so there's technically more than 100. So if anyone who backed it got a number that's over 100, it still counts. Like I don't know. There's still a limited number of them, but yeah. So there are our books that will bring to all the conventions that we're doing and are on our website as well to be ordered if you're not local. So yeah, Starside, and we're also like, we've, you know, halfway outlined volume 2 of Starside. Like it's not going anywhere. We still have a lot of story to tell with that, but it is really nice to
folks, they're not done yet. I've
had
conversations with them.
I really need to teach you guys about marketing. I mean, you take our overall and you say we have a limited edition of specially printed, books that were done aside from the 100, so it makes it seem even more.
Oh yeah, that's true. The problem was we got them all individually wrapped because we want to make sure they were super safe in shipping. So we have no idea what numbers any of them are. So we couldn't hold back like 105 or whatever, and or even 1 for ourselves. So everyone just got a random number.
What you're saying is, you know,
yes.
And I'm going to talk as a collector. What you're saying is,
number one's
there's a bunch of issues out there that are going to cost more than the rest of the issues because they're not.
So I got number 1 then? You're telling me? I got number 1 million, is that what you're saying? I got number 1. It's the site, man. 1 of 100. I love it.
Yeah.
But,
see, I help you guys out.
Yeah, we actually, I wanted to kind of message the Kickstarter and be like, just curious, did anyone get number 1?
Yeah, we put in updates like, hey, if you get number 1, like let us know. But it's possible it's still in a box in our house.
Yeah. It is possible because if you guys are sending out issues at 104 and 105, that already tells you something.
It says it on the. I missed it. It says on the front, on the inside front.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Which number did you get, Paul?
I got 38.
I was
first 50. I'm good.
Yours is one of the first we opened to sign it, and then somebody else wanted one, and we did the same. And when we opened theirs, it was like 108. We're like,
or something.
what the heck?
See, those are the things we love as collectors, though, because those are the things you look for.
Yeah.
It's those odd issues, the rare issues, or things that happen, or misprints.
Yeah.
Oh, we collectors love this stuff, folks.
I hope that it'll be worth something someday. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, look at what Sam was
saying. You guys
saying.
did a great job with it. It looks awesome.
Thank
you so much.
Look at what Sam was saying. His book, and this bugs me out because I've talked to a couple of indie creators before, and they've said the same thing. They go on eBay, and their book is selling for $100, $200, $300, $400, and they're like, if I would have known, I would have kept 1 or 2.
Yeah. Oh, we have made sure we've kept. I mean,
We
it's
do.
mostly for our own sentimental value, but the pipe dream is that, you know, decades down the line, our ones that we've kept for ourselves will be able to auction off for, you know, a good cause or something. I don't know.
So you guys are actually part of this. This is the second year they're doing it. It's a fantastic little thing here. It's in Bushwick, which is easy to get to. I mean, really easy to get to.
All right, speak for yourself.
Exactly. Oh, wait, that's right. You guys are in Staten Island.
Yeah.
It's not a bad drive. It's not a bad trip.
So what made you interested in this? You know, I know I've known about it for a while.
Yeah, well, so I think first for me this year, I felt like I wanted to try to do more local events. Like we typically do, like more New England.
Mm-hmm.
Like because they just have events that are better timed to our schedules. Even like certain ones that we used to do locally, they either don't happen anymore or they do, but we just felt like the last time we did it, it wasn't as fruitful. So we just felt like, you know what, let somebody who maybe deserves a table there.
Yeah.
They get that table. We'll take a step back.
It's a better fit.
Yeah, better fit for maybe other creators. So but I still wanted to do something local. And so the one that was got rescheduled, Comics Con, I was glad that they approached us to do that again. Cause it was fun. I like the venue. We like the venue and then this one just seemed really cool. So I reached out.
Did you see it on Instagram?
Yeah. I saw it on Instagram and I reached out and I just said, hey, do you guys need any more artists? And they said, unfortunately, it's full. So I said, all right, no, I'm, thanks for, responding. And then maybe a couple of weeks later, they said, hey, actually somebody dropped. Are you interested? And I said, absolutely. And it just seemed like the perfect, really small indie. There's only 14 creators that are going to be there, 14 exhibitors. So it's incredibly
them folks.
Yeah. So you can easily see everybody. It's not like, these artist alleys where there's just so many rows and so many people.
Yeah.
You're bound to miss somebody. You can see everybody there. It's free. It's all ages. It's in Bushwick. So if you're in the, metropolitan area, it is quite easy to get to. And
Mindy's just been an amazing organizer putting this together, and
Mindy's amazing.
And promotion about it and everything, and it just seems really cool and fun. And I'm really excited to see Mindy's projects and like everyone else who's there, like all the just indie creators who we've never met before and projects we haven't seen. What else did you want to share about the event, Dylan?
Yeah, so I asked her for like some information that we, it's our first time doing it, so I can't really speak from experience, but there's going to be like a draw jam, which is
cool.
It's actually a little local cafe by us that was doing like a comics jam where everybody would do a panel, artist or not artist, and you
love that
panel that got canceled unfortunately. But yeah, they're doing a draw jam. There's going to be like workshops. There's going to be a live DJ for half of it.
The last half.
And but yeah, it's, again, the most important thing, and I think the thing that I think is the coolest is that it's free.
Dude, say that out loud. It's free.
Yeah, it's free. Yeah, it's usually a barrier to entry for some people, and I completely understand. It's free. It's all ages.
It's a community event,
Event. Again, 14 people. You're bound to see everybody in the room at least twice.
Yeah.
But I like when these locations, comic stores, or this is a coffee shop. Does a bunch of different things where they showcase the community, they showcase the creators, the indie creators. And folks, this is one of the things you want to check out. This is one of those nice things where you actually get time with the creators, and you actually are able to see what they're doing. Talk to them. Because usually in the bigger cons, sometimes you don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course,
the 6 great times for having an afternoon, and
Yeah.
And comics and caffeine are like my 2 favorite things.
I'm sure it's aptly named for most creators out there.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna say, man, we do comics and caffeine all the time, so
That's my life.
That's how we live. And of course, it's in the Caffeine Underground, which is central in Bushwick. So dudes, caffeine and comics, come on,
Excited to get some kind of a treat beverage, and I don't know. I've never been to Caffeine Underground. Yeah. I'm gonna have a feast.
See, if I get to go, which is my plan, it'll be the same thing for me. I've never been there before, so I'm like dying to check this place out.
Nice.
Yeah.
And of course, we have other friends there, like JJ Ortega and our other pal, Blake, and his Philandra. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Nice.
JJ has some great art and some beautiful stuff. I love this character of theirs. It's an amazing little character. I got the little zine when I saw them at, I think it was Bix.
Oh yeah, we're doing Bix too this year.
Yeah.
Right? Did we? That's
we did.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited for that. It's our first time doing Bix.
I'll be there too.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure. We got to link up.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Again, we just really wanted to do a bunch of local stuff this time.
Yeah.
It's just nice to be a part of the community. I feel like
Exactly.
Like so far.
And that's a great community event, is the Brooklyn Independent Comic Showcase. It is in Industry City, so it already has a special attachment to it. So you're going to a con and you're enjoying Industry City because you get all that together in one place. And of course, it is one of those, it's an actual indie con.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You see independent creators at this convention. I know a lot of other conventions say that they're indie, but this convention is actually indie.
That's
Run
good.
by St. Mark's Comics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to St. Mark's.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. Usually it was right outside of St. Mark's, but then there was that wind year where all the wind almost blew all the tables away. And now they are in the buildings.
Yeah.
It was an interesting year. That's how they ended up in the building, because they were outside and the wind came through and tried to blow everything away. And
Blew them into the building, and so they stayed there. Yeah.
And it's a great showcase. I love, dudes, I tell you guys all the time, I love cons that have special locations. You know, Cradle Con with, the Museum of Aviation. Dude, these places are just add to it. Yeah, they just add to it. Cradle of Aviation. There you go. Cradle Con. Cradle of Aviation.
You bring it up every time we meet at an event, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to write that down for the next year. And I always forget.
That is an amazing convention. I suggest, I tell people all the time, go check it out, because it's a great networking, fun location where you enjoy yourself and you enjoy the location. Yeah, we are going to be there at the Cradle of Aviation in 2 weeks for Tabletop, Long Island Tabletop.
Mm-hmm.
Because we love our D&D folks. Long Island Tabletop is in 2 weeks, and we're going to be there showcasing all the beautiful stuff. Shadow will be tabling at that event. So, there's another reason for you guys to go. And, of course, our friend Team Drew will be doing his beautiful stuff. But he's already sold out on all the games he's going to do. I didn't even get in, folks. I tried to get in, but it didn't happen. And they have other games happening there at the same time. If you guys wanted to try some kind of game that you haven't had a chance to try it, Tabletop is the place to go. Also, seeing games that you probably haven't seen in any other place, Tabletop will be the place to go. Of course, our friends from Hit Point will be there. They're going to be doing their.
I was going to ask if they were going to be there because they were on the last show we were on with you guys.
Yeah, Hit Point is going to be there, and they're going to, dudes, go check this place out. It is an amazing place, just for the location alone. But then, if you love tabletop gaming, this is the place to be.
When is Tabletop?
That is March 7th and 8th.
Okay.
And I would suggest Dylan and Elaine go, because they can check out the Cradle of Aviation, and then you guys can talk to the guy who does the event. I'll even introduce you to him, and you can talk and see what happens.
Yeah.
Seamus is an amazing guy. He's great.
Appreciate it.
Let's see. This weekend we have, of course, what we were just showcasing here, which is the Caffeine and Comics and Caffeine Fest here in Bushwick. We also have in Long Island HorrorCon, which I'm trying to get to for this weekend. They are there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it bugs me out because their ending time is 12 a.m.
Oh wow!
What?
So now that just makes me more interested. And of course, Frank DiStefano is going to be there. So is Shannon, our hostess with the ghostess, and a couple of other people that we know are going to be there as well. And Wednesday we will have a couple of them here to talk all about it. So join us on Wednesday for the Written Writ, because we're going to have some fun.
Nice.
Yeah, folks, there's a lot of stuff happening. I can just keep going because there's another con after that. There's another.
There's always something going on.
Oh my God, yeah. And of course, yeah, we are doing because on this 3 Friday the 13th in 2026. We did the first show. We did the first show last Friday the 13th, February 13th, and we're doing the next show Friday the 13th, March 13th, and it's going to be some spooky fun. First it was Haunted Love, and now is Beware the Ides of Horror. Because the 15th is right there next to it, and
Right.
you know me, and I love the Ides of March.
Right.
Yeah.
Great Ides.
Exactly. So Sam, one more time, tell the people all the good stuff. Tell them where they can find you. Give them the final spiel.
Well, you can find me on Catch the Craze. Just type in Catch the Craze anywhere on social media. I'm on like 5,000 platforms, which is crazy. I gotta cut that in half.
I
But
gotta
yeah,
tell you, man, I love your show, and I also, speaking of which, since you brought it up, I love your show, and I love the fact that what you're doing now, which is like you do all the stuff with the Kickstarter, and then you do all these little incentive things on the show where you spin the wheel, and people win stuff.
That's cool.
yes, and it's one of those things. It's like it's bringing the community in and making it fun. And you can catch us every Tuesday nights on Catch the Craze podcast at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We always have a different guest. Where episodes are in the 600s right now. So it's with a DA, not a THE. So it's Catch the Craze, because I'm from New York, so I have to have that slang in there. And or go to dutiesworld.com for all your duty adventures, and all my books are available there as well. But and then check out Cosmic Wars on Kickstarter. If you love to have fun and you like sci-fi and adventure and nostalgia, this is the comic for you. So it's pretty fun.
It's to showcase all that stuff. There it is. Catch the Craze. Dude, it is a fun show, and they do have a lot of guests on it, and they have a lot of great conversations. I know I'm usually in the comment section waxing poetically or making fun of things.
Yeah.
And of course, like I just said, if you guys are following, if you're doing all this beautiful stuff with his Kickstarter, he's going to be doing some great stuff there at the thing. I like what you do with the milestones, and it spin that wheel, and then people win stuff.
Yeah, we're 7 backers away from the next spin, and it's I love to always spin that wheel. The last 2 winners, one gold foil pack, 10 card pack of Forbidden. The other one won the silver foil pack of Designated My Toilet characters, the trading cards, and so yeah, there's a lot of great stuff. We have booster packs. We have just a lot of stuff to give away and just make it fun. And remember, every physical backer gets becomes a guardian, a cosmic guardian, and they get that 4-inch sticker. These are humongous. And
I gotta say, dude, show that sticker again. You gotta make a pin out of this.
Yeah, I know, right?
I want a nice little pin with a silver star.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then everybody at $25 or more will get this card as well. So
I gotta say props for doing the trading cards. I love trading cards. It's so cool.
The trading cards, the booster packs were flying off the shelf at Texoma for Forbidden, the gold foil packs, and the world maps that I have. So I have the world maps printed. So those were pretty hot items over there at the show.
I gotta say, we saw that in the pictures where when you were taking the pictures of what they bought, we saw a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Do you make like packs?
How many cards do you put in a pack, Samuel?
Huh?
How many cards do you put in a pack?
There's 10 in a deck. Let me see. Do I have one here? Because I don't know. I packed them all.
Because I started doing now I'm doing a graphic novel or a comic book, whatever you want to call it. And I came up with these bios for the characters. I'm going to convert them into trading cards. I figure, well, how many cards do I get in a pack? So I can sell a pack of cards.
Yeah.
So.
This is This is the gold foil pack for the Forbidden trading cards.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Cool.
Yes, and it's 10 in the deck.
10
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah.
I find like you're being generous because I know a lot of people sometimes they do less cards than that.
Yeah, well, you know what? The reason why there was 10, it was supposed to be 8. The reason why there was 10 because there was 2 super backers that chose the tier where I drew them as characters in the Forbidden Universe.
Ooh.
And with a backstory, and they're also in the book. And
that's right. We talked about this when you were talking about the Kickstarter. Yeah.
Yeah, so their cards are in here as well. So they became official characters in the Forbidden Universe, and they're also the art and the characters and the backstories in the book as well.
Wow.
Can we connect afterwards, Samuel? I want to get some feedback from you, just in terms of like production and what goes into that to produce that sort of thing. That'd be great.
Sure,
that'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
Mike, you were going to say something?
No, I just said wow.
Oh no, you were about to say something. You and Paul were talking at the same time.
Oh no. Oh well, I think I was gonna say that last year I actually tried to make a trading card for the first time. Like I completed the 1993 Marvel cards where they like fit like a puzzle. You know, I remember those. Like the last 2 cards or whatever I needed for that set at like 40 years old or whatever, and I was so happy. And then I made a trading card that's like based on those old 90s like Marvel cards, just one. And it was so much fun. And then so to see that you're like doing it, but like legit, like foil wrapped packs and everything, it's so cool.
Thank you.
It is. And again, I feel like Sam has the beat of the 90s because everything he does seems to have like a little flavor.
Well, you know, I think the biggest thing I learned is that people want all inclusive, right? And not everybody wants the same things. But so like I'll have people who just want the cards, right? Or I'll have people who just want the stickers or the prints or the books, right? So, but if I can get my IP into your hands in whatever form that you're attracted to, then the project is a winner, right? So I try to, you know, like with the Forbidden Universe, we have the 300-piece puzzle set. You know, we have the book bags. You know, we have the world map, the trading. I try to make it one big because when I look at the gamers and the tabletop gamers, right, role play game, there's so many layers to that world. So I wanted to try to create that with comics, right, to give them an all-inclusive world, right, where like the trading cards have the characters have backstories. Then there's the world map, and it takes you into another world. And then there's the, you know, the bios, and I just try to make it as fun as possible and all-inclusive. And then hopefully you pick up one, it leads to the second thing.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. It's like, you know, they call it not brand marketing, but line marketing, where you're actually sending your line out just more than one product. Is really cool. So
thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well done.
Very well done. Very well done. All right, Mike, why don't you tell the people one more time?
You can follow me at Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And that's at Mike Greear on all of them, at Mike_GREEAR. And I make a comic called Simon in Space. I have a Redbubble too. I need to update it, but I have a lot of pages on there as designs for t-shirts. So like, you know, if you don't want to necessarily have a little, you know, pamphlet of paper stapled together with my art on it, you can have a t-shirt and walk around with that, and it's pretty cool looking too. I have a comic called Simon in Space. It just came out with a 32-page volume 1, and that's in stores in New York. It's also available at indieplanet.com. You could just order the physical copy for $5 and have it sent directly to you. What's that?
Mike, show it again.
What's that?
Show it again.
Oh.
There you go.
There you go. It's $2 for a digital copy on Indie Planet, $5 for a physical copy. They'll send it to you anywhere in the country, so you don't have to be at Forbidden Planet downtown to get a copy. Or $2 a month is my Patreon, and you get access to the digital archive of all the pages. Anything new I'm making, any process stuff, like supplemental stuff. And then also, like I said, the chapter 5, the newest chapter is coming out. I just got a big new iPad for myself, so I'm like making my own. I'm making my own like typefaces and everything out of my handwriting. I'm just like really sinking my teeth into the process now. So I got a new chapter dropping probably the end of this week or start of March, and I'll have that on the Patreon. I think I'm actually going to do that one like without the paywall or anything. Like I'm just going to have that as like a kind of sample of like what I'm working on and what the comic is like and everything, just to get more people into it. So that'll be like a good entry point, I think. I don't know, maybe not because it's so weird, but we'll see. I don't know how to do this stuff, so
we like the weird stuff, mister.
Yeah. I hope so.
Oh my God, folks, look at that! Look at all that beautiful stuff. I gotta say that pink cover just really gets me, dude. And I was gonna say it before. The design of the character, you did a good job with that.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh man. So at New York Comic Con, I went to Tom Orzechowski's table, and he told me that he was like, I showed him the little thing I was working on because I was like, I've been hand lettering my comics and stuff, and I wanted to show him. He's a letterer. I'll show him my stupid hand lettering. And then he was like, "Oh, the character designs are so great. Can I have this? Can I keep it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." It was awesome. Yeah. So like, Comic-Con was a big. That's when I kind of started to think that maybe this thing had legs.
Yeah, design, because what you need sometimes is a good design of your original character to like catch attention, and I think this catches attention.
And it's like helpful for me too, because I don't have to focus too much on like finer details to distinguish him from the next character. It's like I'm very like intentionally going for shapes and designs and silhouettes and everything that you could only mistake it for this character. You could only attribute it to
which
this
is important.
Character. Yeah, and it just makes the process faster.
Yeah.
It streamlines it, and I get better at drawing it every time I do it. So.
Yeah, folks, you want to get this guy's stuff. He is amazing. And we're going to have him on the show again because there's other things he's working on. One of the things we were going to do this weekend, but it's been pushed back. But he'll be on the show for other things. Don't worry.
Yes, absolutely. And we got the Comic-Con, the Brooklyn Independent Comics.
Well, that's true. You can come back for the big show.
Exactly. So I'll be around.
All right, folks. Dylan, Lane, why don't you tell them all the good stuff? Give them the sci-fi.
All right. Best way to keep up with what's going on with Starside and everything else we're doing is follow us on Instagram at Starside Comic, all one word. And we also have a website, starsidecomic.com. Our comics are on there, as well as all types of like prints, patches, things from Kickstarters past, lots of like in-universe goodies that we think are really cool. But the comics as well, of course, both digitally and physically, individual issues or the volume, trade paperback. So yeah, Instagram at Starside Comic, website starsidecomic.com. We also have an email list you can join on our website that we think is great to be on. We try to pack emails with a lot of good stuff. We don't email like that frequently, but we try to put a lot of good updates and cool art and works in progress and things like that in our emails. So yeah, those are the main places to find out about our stuff and to keep in touch with what we're doing.
Nice.
And now, folks, what you need to do is go Saturday and hang out with them, get some coffee, enjoy some comics, and check out some other great creators that are going to be there, because we know JJ's going to be there. We know Blake's going to be there. We know Mindy's going to be there. So, these are some great people that you guys want to go check out their indie creations, because they do good work and you want to check them out.
Absolutely. And it's free.
Free. That's at Caffeine Underground in Bushwick. Caffeine Underground in Bushwick.
I mean, you really can't beat a free caffeine-themed comic book.
Exactly.
In Brooklyn. Like, what? Like, on a Saturday? Like,
dude,
perfect.
Yeah. We're after all this snow, we're going to need some warm, hot coffee.
Oh, give myself a chai latte. My favorite.
So now Paul's going to tell us all the good stuff he's been up to, because Paul's a nice guy.
Well, I feel like I'm a cat with one of those laser pointers. Just, where am I going next? But I'm really excited. This whole process of this idea I came up with 5 years ago at this point is now something that's really morphing into something that I think is going to be, really worthwhile for kids. It's beyond a game. I'm really developing this education program called History All Around Us. So you can get the game still. I mean, episode 1's available. I'm working on episode 2. That's not going to stop. And with this development, because the way I'm doing it, I'm actually creating a comic book now. And part of the comic book, as I mentioned to Sam, is got trading card components to it. So I'm trying to encompass all this different stuff into a multivariate package. And it's just, there's so much that's going on. I just love it. But with the history component that I'm doing for education, I've really built out this platform that really, I think, is going to help kids learn history. It's called narrative storytelling, and we talk about storytelling through this program all the time, and how history has really affected the ability to tell stories. And so I've built out this whole program that is really encompassing that idea. It's based on what's called universal design for learning, so it's accessible for kids of really any reading level. So I'm really trying to make this an open format for whatever ability kids have to read with. They can approach it and still take part in it. And then it implies active learning, where kids are actually doing things physically, meaning they're journaling or they're collaborating with their classmates. And it's really almost getting back to basics with the whole learning experience. And I'm just really jazzed up with this. It's just I'm trying to put together a presentation opportunity for the New Jersey Education Association convention this November. So hopefully I can present at that event, which would be awesome. And it's just talking about the whole narrative storytelling aspect and how important it is, really, I think, in terms of learning for kids. So I just love what this is going. I just hope it takes off and I can just keep feeding the beast and hopefully, get enough funding where I can start getting more people on board to help me out and get this stuff going. Because really now content is my largest stoppage in terms of being able to develop enough content to keep it going. So.
And you do well at developing content. Just look at Chris Madd's little piece here for Nickel Time.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could, hire these guys more substantively. It's just a matter of, being able to get the funding to do that. So it's really what I'm looking at this point. But yeah, the History All Around Us program is just, I've done some great work with that. And I can't wait to start showing it off and hopefully get some traction with that as well. So.
Dude, this guy does an amazing job by himself without a team. We need to get him some money so he can have a team and keep doing the amazing job that he's doing.
Yeah, I don't want to tip the hat just yet, but I'm going to plan a Kickstarter, probably launching in September. That'll hopefully give me enough time to get episode 2 done. The comic book's definitely going to be done, and and also all the kit and caboodle of the magnets, the stickers, and everything else that'll go along with it. So got more than enough stuff to host a decent Kickstarter. I just want to get the note out and hopefully get things rolling a lot quicker. So
yep, and of course the professor will be there.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's how I thought you looked like that. I thought that.
Well,
I was waiting for Mike to say something.
I was out of commission for a month and a half, so I didn't get a haircut. I was fast approaching that. You wouldn't get over it. My barber's like, "Man, you were overdue." I said, "No, I'm totally overdue."
I tell people all the time, sometimes what you need is a little gimmick for your comic, and if you're the gimmick for the comic itself, it kind of helps you out.
Yeah, people don't realize it's me, which is really funny. It's like they look at me at the show. It's like, wait a minute, that was you? I said, yeah. It's amazing. I feel like Clark Kent.
I was about to say,
wearing glasses and no one knows who you are.
That's why I say when people say they know it's Clark Kent. I'm like, it's Clark Kent only because you're reading the comic book.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Ralph, can you just pull up the History All Around Us really quick? You get that link, right?
Yeah, hold on. Where did I put it? Just talk and I'll find it.
Yeah, I just really want to show this off only because I really think it's important. I think in this age of digital where kids are always in their phone, it's really given an opportunity for them to actually learn some things that I think are lost now. I mean, it's like having the ability to collaborate, with your classmates in a really meaningful way. And the whole idea of this program is to get back to basics. I mean, it's gamifying the whole learning experience. So it's really providing kids with what I call a mission manual, which is actually a journal. So they take that mission manual and they jot notes down every day for a couple minutes, and while they do their research. So it's a matter of them finding out, how it is to write and do it consistently, so they get better at it. And then after they get the research done, they get together as a team and they present their ideas. And it's really looking at education in a way where they govern the way they want to do it. So I developed this thing called a data bank that provides essentially all the materials for the people, place, or things for the subject that's being covered. So if you're going to be looking at feudal Japan, it gives the kids the opportunity to choose what it is they want to investigate, as opposed to have to learn nonsensical dates which they'll forget in like 2 hours. It really provides them an opportunity to do things that interest them and hopefully gets them more involved in wanting to learn. And then it's taking that information and then pulling together with your classmates to make a presentation where you learn from one another. And so it's just like there's so much information that I found doing this research that this is where education really needs to go, especially with AI, especially with digital. I mean, we got to get back to basics and have people be able to communicate with one another and have a discourse where they're not going to kill each other. I mean, you could have differing opinions, but realize that, people are different, and it's okay to respect those differences and realize that, these opinions really aren't that bad. And it's really, you might learn something from it, so it's really kind of the point why I'm doing all this. So it's really a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, I like how you put all this stuff together, how it's evolved from your first thing. And I like the fact that you are willing to help it evolve and make it into other things. And I like the fact that you also have plans for the future. Some people just like stay stuck where they are.
Oh, I got great plans, but I just don't have the resources.
That's why I said we need to get them a team.
Yeah, man, it's like I have great plans for this. I mean, I've talked about the different things I want to do, and I can see this exploding big time, and I just love history. I think there's so much great stories to tell behind it. And I was just watching a special on Alexander the Great. Man, that guy was badass. It's just a credible figure. And like, why can't we tell more badass stories about, historical figures like that and get kids involved with it? Because it's phenomenal. We did age 23. He's freaking conquering Asia. It's just amazing. It's just really incredible. Who would have thunk? So
what did you do at 23?
Exactly.
I wasn't doing conquering Asia. I can tell you that right now.
I gotta say, I feel like though a lot of those historical characters or people, they don't like showing them off because they don't want us, because they keep telling us that we can't make a difference. They don't want us making a difference, so they, if they show off a 23-year-old guy who took over the world, all of a sudden now you go, wait a minute, I'm 23.
I can conquer 16. Asia.
I'm 17. Yeah, exactly.
But no joke. I think I affected my wife because she sent me a text of this person she found. Let me just see if I find it really quick. Her name was Maria Sibylla Marion. I'm not sure where she's from. I have to do the research on it, but she was actually one of the first scientists, I think from the 16th century or 17th century, that was investigating insects. And everyone thought insects were like these things that grew out of whatever. But she was actually one of the first entomologists, which is amazing. She's 17th century, 1647 to 1717. I don't think you can see that or not, but that's her. Oh, no, it's incredible. And it's like all these people in history that, are just overlooked, and they're doing these phenomenal things. And I think really the messaging we're trying to tell kids, yeah, you can do great things. Don't let people say you can't. If you have a passion, you want to do, you have an idea, move forward on it. Just do what you can and just go at it whole hog and just do it. You never know what's going to happen. And that's really the message I'm trying to get across ultimately. Is just show that other people have done things that are great, and why can't you? So.
And you're living proof because of your project and how great that is.
Well, I'm not there yet, Mike. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're already there.
I'm just looking to get stalker status. So, I mean, I'd be happy with that. Go a few more cons and just do that. It'd be great.
That's what I'm telling you, folks. I keep telling you, we all can make a difference. They want you to believe that you can't, don't listen to them. Because they need us not to make a difference. They need us not to listen. They need us not to.
Everyone's important. I mean, there's a reason why we're on this planet, and if we can do something with the time we have here, do it. If it's for good stuff, why not?
I think one of my favorite quotes from
out there. Let's do the good stuff together. That's why
one of my favorite quotes from Doctor Who is they tell him, "Oh, isn't somebody who's not important?" And Doctor Who goes, "I've never met a person who's not important."
It's true.
That's
true.
See, folks, geek.
Right now, I gotta go off camera. I'm starting to.
Victor Medina saying hello. Vic is a fantastic
hello
artist. Blah, blah, blah. He does great work. Check him out. Of course, we have a lot of friends who are artists because we do this all the time. Folks, I know where Dylan and Lane is going to be. Anybody else here going to be here? I guess I know where Mike is going to be. I know where Dylan and Lane is going to be. Sam, what's your next convention?
My next convention is at LitCon. It's in Greenville, Texas. It's in a library, and it brings about 1,200 people. It's open to the public, and it brings in a really good crowd. It's a one-day show, about 6 hours. That's fun. And then I'll be doing a book signing free comic book day at one of the local comic shops.
Awesome.
See, those two are important. I love when people do that. Folks, check out your local comic store. See if they'll let you do a signing at the store. Because sometimes they will, because they like to do content as well.
Yeah.
Some of them are very big indie supporters. And I feel like we don't utilize our comic stores or our libraries, the way we should. I love a good library con.
Yeah.
Mike, just one more time. Where are you going to be?
When?
Next.
Oh, the Brooklyn Independent Comics Showcase.
That's in April, I think.
Late April. So I don't have anything until then. I thought I was going to be up to something this month, but I'm just kind of working on my comic. So I think I'm going to keep plugging away on that. I don't know. Maybe later in the year I'll have some cons lined up. I don't know if if you hear of anything coming up sooner, let me know.
I'll send you my list.
Yeah. I'll do HorrorCon. Fuck
it.
You should check. Well, yeah. If you guys are in the neighborhood for Long Island, go check out Long Island HorrorCon. This is their second or third year. It's a fantastic little show, and there's going to be a lot of people we know. And Wednesday we will have a couple of those people here to talk about the fact that they're going to be there. Yeah. So Dylan and Lane, you guys got 3 shows coming up, right?
Yes, Comics Caffeine this weekend.
Rescheduled
Comics Con in Staten Island in March, and Bix in April. Our calendar's on our website with all our events.
So if you want some Starside, go get it.
Yeah.
And I know, Paul, you will be doing Garden State Comic Fest.
I'm actually probably going to go to Caffeine. Was it the Caffeine one this weekend? Because my son's in Bushwick, so I might do play there.
I had a feeling.
Nice.
I guess you're hooking me in the tabletop Comic Con as well, so they'll probably be out there. Anything else you want me to go to, Ralph? Just let me know. I'll be there.
I would love to. That tabletop thing sounds so cool.
Dude, that tabletop thing is one of my favorite cons of the year. I actually look forward to it. Besides the fact that it's in the Cradle of Aviation.
Oh, freaking Cradle of Aviation too. We're gonna do that one too, right? In June.
Oh, CradleCon. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I'm doing. I signed up for Garden State, so yep, I bit the bullet on that one. So I'll be exhibiting there. So hopefully I have some pre-Kickstarter stuff to do, which would be great. So it'll be good.
And folks, if you find me, I'll put you in the trailer. Speaking of Jorge Medina. Good evening, all. I backed a book named Cosmic Wars. Not sure if you all have heard of it, but it's dope.
Nice.
You gotta love Jorge Medina. Jorge, hopefully you get home soon.
It's my boy. Yes, hopefully he gets home soon. Dude. Yes, we're doing a GoFundMe for George.
That's true. Get George home. All right, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the show. It has been fantastic. I love all the people here. Look, George Wonder Duck. Yeah, folks. If you haven't gotten Wonder Duck or a little thing called a shameless plug, you should go check it out. So on this show, when it ends, something like I think it's what is it? Something like this happens.